Hello everybody, this is Starman, and welcome back to Let's Play Martian Memorandum. Well, last time you'll remember that we got our ass to Mars, and we are now here standing in front of Big Dick's Casino. Subtle. Let's see, the Martian Gulch was the first casino in Sin City. It had the friendliest girls, and they didn't water their liquor. They ran a fair table, but Big Dick squeezed them out of business with his 99 fun pack. 2 fun girls, $1,000 in fun money, lever restraints, and a room with a video camera. And of course, Big Dick's the most corrupt, evil, infamous, reprehensible, detrimental, pestilential, petulant, depraved, promiscuous, vice-filled, debauched place on this planet to have a really nice time. And you'll see we've got some guy passed out in the gutter. Stack of stinky garbage waiting picked up by the Martian Mafia. And we cannot look at these digitized miscreants out front. In fact, all we can do here is go into the casino, go into the dark alley, and go someplace else. Now, of course, we'd be a complete idiot to go into a dark alley, so of course that's where we're going to go, because at the moment there's nothing dangerous in here. And I suspect that there was supposed to be more puzzles in this game originally, but they had a deadline and had to rush it because there's some stuff here. For instance, you move the rag aside and there's a flashlight. A broken flashlight lies on the ground. It has several AAA batteries in top shape. Well, if you look up flashlight on the help, flashlight's hidden under the rag. Pick it up even though you'll never need it. So yeah, we have a completely useless item we're not going to use, and really, they're not kidding, we aren't going to use it. A trash can overflowing with garbage. You see your horoscope in a wadded newspaper. It reads, "Today is not a good day to tell secrets, especially to men with large conical heads. Also, try to avoid extremely violent psychopaths with large conical heads, unless of course you don't care to live any longer." This is of course a subtle hint that we do not want to go after Big Dick yet. Unfortunately, one of the little screw-ups I made playing through this game the first time was going and confronting Big Dick too early. Because it turns out you're supposed to run through all your other contacts, pick up a whole bunch of items, and do some other stuff before you confront him, so that you can then survive the encounter. And there's nothing to indicate this other than playing through the game and, oh, whoops, you screwed up, better go back and hope you saved. And doing other randomly nonsensical stuff, like, for instance, moving this board. You look behind the board and see the word bombshell written on the wall. Clearly, this is the password to get into the casino that won't let you in any other way, because, well, casinos are totally about refusing people entry who might lose money there. And another annoying thing about the health system I'm going to grouse about briefly is that this one does spoil a puzzle later on. Because you start looking up the pipe. The pipe on the middle right is used to reveal a hidden door. You don't have the right key to get the pipe to move. You have to wait for someone else to open it for you. So, on the one hand, it does save you from wasting time around here. On the other hand, it does kind of spoil that, yeah, there's nothing going on here. But we can now... And it's weird, even though we can't open the door, it asks us to try and open it. You try the door and find it locked. A small door slides open and 2 beady eyes stare at you. A gruff voice asks, "What's the password?" "Swordfish!" You remember the word you saw written behind the board in the alley. You blurt out bombshell, and the little door slams shut and the big door swings open. And yeah, there's not really anything we can do in the casino, really. The tan and silver door leads to the cash window box. Here's where you get your $99.95 fun pack from Big Dick. Since you're not a guest, you don't get one. One of the cards in the Big Dick's trading card series. The card has Big Dick's photo and his latest financial statistics. Yes, the gangsters get trading cards on this planet. The one-armed bandits call to you, but as a member of Gamblers Anonymous, you must refrain from all gambling. Besides, gambling routines take up way too much disk space. I get the feeling that's not a joke and that they were actually going to put gambling games in here, but that they didn't have the space for it. I don't know. cell door swings open easily. And what's that blue row? You grab the blueprints. A small antibacterial towelette has missed its intended target, which is weird, because they've got a microwave decontaminator hand-drying unit, but no paper towel dispensers. A dispenser that portions out 7 small sheets of tissue. Big Dick's trying to keep the overhead low. So we now have some blueprints that won't be used until later. But having done that, we'll go back outside and start whittling down our list of locations and places to check out. So, Galactic Pictures, we can't get there from here. Terraform, back on Earth, Alexis's home, same thing, Johnny Fedora. We're done there. Murder Scene, Plaza Hotel, Rick Logan, Smuggler Base, Casino, Power Plant. Good place to start to any, we will start with the power plant. The plant was the first nuclear facility on Mars, and like so many of the early Martian constructions, it is gray, drab, and massive. Constructed mostly of titanium, it is actually made of pieces of the great cargo ships that brought the first building materials to Mars. Everything was cannibalized from those early missions. And this place is oddly empty. Paper spills out from the printer. It's sitting on the unattached desk. An overflowing tan-colored trash can with the Terraform Corp logo on the side. It appears the custodian took a few weeks off. And in fact, there's nothing useful in here except for the button back to the, out here, and then the restricted area. Ferris Collett is a man who knows how to get things done. An arrogant technocrat, Collett is not a man to cross. A perfectionist, he has fired more men than most people know of. Off-planet, Ferris is known as a fiery-tempered, hard-drinking, womanizing spongehead. The world can rest easy with Ferris Collett around. Yeah, that definitely looks like a hard-drinking, two-fisted, manly man. Alright, we can ask him about Martian Alexander. Off the record, I can't say that I'm heartbroken that he's dead. He never treated his employees like people. They were cattle to him, and... Oh, grr, grr. He gurred suddenly. Made an angry face. Angry, manly face. Like being savaged by a turtle. And yet... Anyway. Off the record, I can't say that I'm heartbroken that he's dead. He's never treated his employees like people. They were cattle to him. He made promises to us, never kept them. I hope the next president will look out for us. Terraform? Terraform runs and owns and operates most of the facilities on Mars, but the cost has been enormous. Lately, they've been missing their payroll, with the death of Alexander, who knows what's going to happen. Collier Stanton, don't know anything about him. Rockwell Bosch, don't know him. Jock Sparrow, don't know him. Norma Desmond, don't know her. Galactic Pictures. Lawrence, okay, TMS. The shuttle is a commercial flight that runs between Earth and Mars every 6 weeks or so. Funny how everybody knows this except me, apparently. Lawrence Barkley, don't know him. Mac Malden, don't know him. Stanton Exposition. The infamous Stanton Exposition? That's the group of scientists who came to Mars 25 years ago. There's that party murder group of early settlers from some Martian artifact. Lowell Percival, glancing to side there. Lowell Percival heads the Silicon Mining and Production Facility. He and Alexander have been fighting over control of production for years. He must be a hell of a businessman to compete with Alexander on his turf. Now that Alexander's dead, who knows? Maybe Percival will be calling the shots up here. Chantel does not know her. Rick Logan, don't know him. Alex Alexandra. Assume that's why you're here. The employees have been told to listen and watch for any sign of Marshall Alexander's daughter out here. There was a rumor that she did come to Mars a few weeks ago, but no one's found her yet. Let's see, Ferris Collett. I don't know anything about... You don't know anything about yourself. Don't know anything about Guy. Don't know anything about the Oracle Stone. Don't know anything about Jane Mansfield. Dick Castro. Castro runs the only entertainment spot left on the planet. He's a dangerous and ruthless man. He owns the Golden Bucket Casino. I try and steer clear of the place, but there are a lot of people who owe him their life's wages. But what can you do? There's nothing on this rock but tedium. Deacon Hawk. Deacon Hawk is a religious wacko that opposes development of Mars. If they had their way, they would dissolve all the ties to Earth and live in small colonies and worship an ancient Martian lifestyle that's been gone millions of years. Don't know Johnny Fedora. Don't know Angelo Andretti. And me. Looks like you could use a hot shower and a cold beer. Ain't that the truth? So, he didn't give us any information that was really useful. But we may be able to get something else out of here. Like a key card out of That'll let us get into the forbidden access area. And move that. Go to there. Okay, so we can now use the... Let's see, key card. Oh, door card key. On the machine here, and go. Now, obviously, we do not want to be on that trapdoor when it opens. So we have to walk across very quickly. And this is another section where you can die randomly and stupidly. So we pick up this monkey wrench, which, if I'd looked at the description, would have noted is full of iron. And we've got a, well, let's go ahead and look at the description. A huge, liquid-cooled, superconductive electromagnet manufactured by CFI Industries. A titanium trapdoor leads to the ore dump. So we're holding a big metal monkey wrench. Now's not the right time. You fall hundreds of feet to your death, and I just realized I did not save my game before doing this. So, quick little cut while I work back to where we were before. Okay, we're back, and this time I am going to look at the wrench first. A large metal monkey wrench lies here. You have the wrench. And where the heck is that? And bingo! We got lifted up to this top platform, and what are we going to do here? Well, we can walk across here where we open this crate. Crate's already open. Crate is full of sweepings and paper trash. There is also a set of Allen wrenches and hoverboard, which you decide to take with you. Yeah, just randomly Allen wrenches and a hoverboard. And the only reason we need to come to this location in the first place is to grab these because we need them someplace else. And this doorway will lead us back down to the main floor. I think that's everything. Lobby door, magnet, exit door, door inside the room, the crate, the trap door, and the monkey wrench. The monkey wrench is on the floor by the right door. The wrench is large and full of iron. Hint, hint. Magnets, yo, how do they work? Some important things are in the crate. Look at it. It will automatically get the things you need. Go back to the lobby. I'm trying to go back to the lobby. Russian aluminum door. It's already open. Pixel hunting again. Okay. Well, with that done, let's try the Aerobics Academy. A man lifting what would be a tremendous amount of weight back on Earth. Women dancing to the beat. Woman dancing to the beat. The blonde hard body in the far corner is none other than our aerobics instructor, Jane Mansfield. And because I know you're expecting us to try it, in between breaths she tells you she is too busy and probably wouldn't talk to you anyway. The aerobics instructor is a woman in her early 20s. Her blonde hair is bobbed short, giving her face a somewhat boyish appearance, but any resemblance to a boy stopped there. She is wearing a skin-tight leotard, revealing long and sleek, wonderful legs. One look at her and I feel a sudden urge to exercise. Yeah, let's call it that. Let's see. We'll go back to the top of our list. Martian Alexander. Wasn't it tragic? I hope they find the murderer. That does not look like a sad expression, like a dark expression. Terraform Corp. Terraform Corp is Alexis' father's company. They own just about everything on this planet. Collier Stanton, don't know anything about them. Don't know anything about Rockwell. Jack Sparrow, probably don't know him either. Norma Desmond. Alexis didn't get along with that woman. Galactic Pictures. Lawrence Barkley. He's got a firing practice. Any business up here does pretty well. There isn't much competition. KTMS, The Bus to Earth. Don't know Mac Malden. Don't know anything about the Stanton Exposition. Don't know much about history. Lowell Percival. He runs a manufacturing plant up here. Don't know Chantel. Rick Logan. Never heard of him before. Alexis Alexander. She hasn't been on Mars for a year. If she had been, I'm sure she would come to see me. If you're looking for her, I'd go back to Earth because you won't find her here. Looking about suspiciously. Ferris Collett, don't know him. Guy Calabero, don't know him. Oracle Stone, don't know anything about that. Jane Mansfield. I work here at the club most of the time. There's not much else to do. I'm sure that will change over time. Dick Castro. That Castro is a wicked man. I hope you don't have any business with him. Deacon Hawk. I've listened to her speak before. She's a mysterious but charismatic woman. You can't help believe many of the things she says. Don't know Johnny Fedora. Don't know Angelo Andretti. At least there's one good thing about your body. It isn't as beat up as your face. Bitch, I'm a private eye. I get punched a lot. Of course, talking to her makes the attendant go away, so that we can now go behind the counter and take stuff. You look at the Gucci bag in the corner. We open the Gucci bag in the corner. You open the purse and find some Arid Triple Extra Dry deodorant, a compact, some mascara, a hairbrush, some birth control pills, $20 in a wallet, and a checkbook with Jane Mansfield's home address. And are we going to break into her house? Oh, yes, we are. The aerobic instructor's apartment is very tasteful. The room is surrounded on 3 sides by sleek leather couches. This is definitely not the kind of furniture you get from places that advertise on bus benches. Everything is custom made and tailored to fit unobtrusively into the large spacious room. The ceiling towers 10 feet from the floor, and recessed light fixtures glow warmly overhead. So now that we're here, and look at this thing. A novelty known as the wave machine. Water shifts from side to side and it makes the sound of the ocean. I had one of those back when I was a kid. And several articles of sweaty workout clothing which would look quite exciting on the right person. You can't take the clothes. Oh, we're not going to get a comment about what a pervert we are? That's a change. We toss the pillows aside and we see a piece of paper. The note reads, Jane, some people are looking for me, so I feel it's not safe to stay here. I'm going to visit my brother Brad and find somewhere else to locate. Alexis. Why did Jane lie to you? Maybe if you had proof Alexis was here, she'd tell us a better story. We'll take that letter with us then. And we also need to turn on the TV here. And look at the looker on the screen. The screen lights up and appears to be some sort of religious station. A beautiful woman named Deacon Hawk repeats a message. Come to the temple, come, and gives the address. So we now have a way to get to this temple and talk to this Stephen Hawkley that's mentioned. And that's all we need to do here, but we do need to go back and talk to Jane some more. Find out why she was lying. I found this letter. Maybe there's more you can tell me now. Okay, you got me. What do you want to know? Well, we'll go through everything again, even though I think the only thing we really need to ask about is Alexis, but you can't be too careful in this game. Alexis had a big argument with her father before she left Earth. She took a stone that he valued over everything else. He believed the stone to have mystic powers. Okay, Terraform owns everything. Don't know anything about that. Don't know anything about him. Don't know him. Don't know her, except Alexis didn't get along with her. Galactic Pictures. Lawrence Barkley. Business. Stanton expedition killed a group of early colonists to get the Martian artifact. Well, Percival. So she did know something about the history. Okay, Rick Logan. I believe that's the guy Alexis has been seeing. Alexis arrived on the last shuttle. She was nervous and upset. She needed to hide for a while until her boyfriend, Rick Logan, okay, now she knows who he is, was going to show up. She thought they were going to return the stone to an heir of the colonists who were massacred. Then she got a message from Logan, who said he wanted to sell the stone to the highest bidder, and for her not to let anybody know about it. At this point, she got angry. She felt like she'd been used by him. About the same time, I had some people come asking about Alexis. She decided it was time to leave and said she would save her brother Bradley. Okay, well, that gives us something to work with. And I wish the keys let you downstroke through all this faster than clicking. Okay, so don't know him, don't know guy. I don't know what it is, but Alexis believed her father died trying to get it back. Jane Mansfield, same thing. Okay, that's a hangout for roughnecks and mutants, a dangerous place, and Castro's a wicked man. I listened to her speak before. She's a mysterious but charismatic woman. You can't help believe many of the things she says. Bradley Erickson. Bradley is the discarded mutant son of Martial Alexander. Here's an address I have for him. Johnny Fedora. And okay. Alright, well, let's see. Got casino, power plant. Yeah, let's try the temple. Like the ancient walled city of Petra, the monument of the temple is carved directly from the towering wall of the Martian granite. The 6 ornate carved pillars stand below me, guarding the entrance to this, the holiest place of the ancients. A huge metal gate hinged to a massive courtyard wall that surrounds the temple, protecting it from intruders, blasphemers, and Martian party animals. And nosy PIs, no doubt. Statue of the ancient Martian god of light Phobos. Statue of the ancient Martian god of darkness Deimos. Hieroglyphs of forgotten race and language. The door is deeply repressed. It is dark and foreboding. Deacon Hawk may have been a high priestess, but she looks more like a goddess. In her late 20s, she is tall, almost 6 feet. Her hair is very white and as thick as rope. It trails down her shoulders and back. Her sensuality is so intense, I can practically feel her heart beating from where I am. She's clad in a shimmering red ceremonial gown, a striking contrast against her unblemished skin. Like fine porcelain, her skin reflects the light, making her almost luminous. Her red lips are very full, and the azure blue eyes glisten, and through them to the very depths of her, I see a fire smoldering, smoky and hot. Hello, my name is Tex Murphy.
Tex Murphy, you're coming where foretold. It's your intent that is unclear.
Lots of reverb on her voice there. Well, let's go with... I was going to ask you a few questions. Straight to business.
The prophecy states that knowledge can only be given when the light returns.
Cut out the to its source there. What the hell was Deacon Hawk talking about? What did she mean my coming was foretold, and that business about the light, only when the light returns? Will she give me information? What kind of light? One thing's for sure, she knows what's going on around here. Okay, well with that done, let's try Dr. Lawrence Barkley. Dr. Lawrence Barkley's office is filled with antiques and expensive furniture. Barkley's secretary tells me the doctor will be here shortly. Dr. Lawrence Barkley's idea of the ultimate woman, the perfect body with a cash register for her brain. An anatomically correct diagram of the human body. A large ceramic vase from the Ming Dynasty. Diploma certifying that Lawrence Barkley graduated from UCLA Medical School as a plastic surgeon. And let's see, 2 marble bookends pushed together. A brown Kevlar identifier box. An antique digital sonic nose reshaping tool. Kit. Instructions read, insert tube into area of unwanted fat and connect the pump. Flip the switch and watch the unwanted cellulite melt away. oddly enough, we're only here to get... Huh, that's a glitch. Well, odd chair placement aside. You take the box from the shelf at the same instant you hear footsteps approaching and a door open. Lawrence Barkley looks like he could use a little of his own medicine. He has a huge forehead topped with a balding pate. His protruding brown and heavy eyebrows, along with a pointing head, doesn't exactly inspire confidence in his would-be patients. However, Barkley is the best in the business. He may resemble Cro-Magnon Man, but underneath that fixed skull and behind those goofy eyes lies one of the finest minds on Mars. Alright, well, let's start beginning. Let's see, Tex Murphy. Your intelligence appears to be above average. How about a new face to eliminate the dull, ape-like appearance? You're one to talk, buddy. Alright, Marshall Alexander. So you know about the money I've received from Alexander. I suppose since Mr. Alexander is dead, I can share his story with you. It may not be obvious to you, Mr. Murphy, but I am genetically damaged. I became a plastic surgeon years ago to learn how to minimize the damage people like me suffer because of radiation. I've worked on myself for years, and soon it will be impossible to tell my face from a normal person like yourself. Well, define normal. When I left the university to set up my practice, I had difficulty obtaining patients. Needless to say, my mutation made others doubt my abilities. One day, a nervous and very agitated man came to my office. He approached me on the subject of completely changing his appearance. I felt at the time he was a criminal, and I refused. He then made an astounding offer to me. If I performed the surgery, he would set me up in a comfortable office and cover the expenses for life, but on one condition: I must never tell anyone of the surgery. Well, I was in a desperate situation. Since I had no proof he was a criminal, I agreed. He had me alter his looks completely. He didn't care to be handsome, just average. Since then, Marshall Alexander has been true to his word. He paid me a huge sum over the last 20 years, and I have respected his secret. Now he's dead, and I see no reason to keep it, and I see no reason to hang around this planet. I'll be going back to Earth as soon as I'm finished here. Okay, Terraform Corp. Terraform, they own just about everything on this planet. Collier Stanton, don't know anything about that. He glances around shiftily. Because, yes, apparently whoever Alexander was before he showed up on the scene, he wanted to change his appearance. Wink, wink. Don't know him. Don't know Jacques Sparrow. Norma Desmond. I worked on her once, but she's beyond hope. Don't know Galactic Pictures. I was born of extremely small cranium, which has distorted my appearance, but my next operation will be a complete success. TMS, I've already got my ticket for the next one. Mac Malden, don't know him. Stanton Expedition, don't know anything about that. Lowell Percival, I know Percival from the Lions Club. He can be quite loud and obnoxious. Don't know Chantel. Don't know Rick Logan. Alexis Alexander, I'm afraid there's nothing I can tell you. Don't know Ferris. Don't know Guy. Don't know anything about the Oracle Stone. Don't know Jane. Big Dick. Anybody who fools with Big Dick could find himself outside the dome without a rebreather. Deacon Hawk. I've seen the Deacon on television. When my cranium returns to normal size, I may just pay her a visit, if you catch my meaning. Don't know Bradley Erickson. Don't know Johnny Fedora. Don't know that. And we already asked about me. So, it's nice to meet you, Miss Murphy. Look me up sometime when you get back to Earth. Alright, well. Oh, hey, got a message from Mac Malden. We did an ultrascopic scan in that dagger you found. We were able to match some of the DNA samples we found to somebody named Nathan Bloodworth. Well, this seems like as good a time as any to contact our secretary and get some information about some of the names that we found.
What's up?
Let's see. Let's actually start from the bottom. Let's see. Bradley Erickson. Nothing on him. Nothing on Nathan Bloodworth. Nothing on Deacon Hawk. Nothing on Dick Castro. I know we asked about them. Nothing about the Oracle Stone. Nothing about Ferris Collett. Lawrence Barkley we got already.
See you later.
Okay. Well, nothing useful there, so I guess now... Let's see. Casino, Power Plant, Temple, Jane Mansfield Home. Aerobics Academy. Got that. Okay. Starting from the top again. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Been there, been there, been there, been there. Jock Sparrow, Mac Malden, Chantel, Lowell Percival, Bradley Erickson. Haven't been to him yet. Off a dirty street down a short alley, I find the address for Brad Erickson. I push the buzzer. No answer. I knock on the door for a while and the light goes on. The door slides open and a figure stands quietly staring at me. His looks even shock me a bit. Maybe he's been struck by something thrown by a passing aircraft, because Brad Erickson appears in this light to be 6 feet of breathing, walking vomit. Actually, he looks more like the Red Skull, but what can I do for you? Just before they died, my foster parents told me who my real father was. Martian Alexander was ashamed of me when I was born a freak and gave me away to a mutant family. They brought me to Mars and took care of me as one of their own. I'm entitled to something from him. Terraform Corp. That corporation should be shared with me. I intend to give my portion to the mutants. Collier Stanton, don't know about him. Don't know about Rockwell. Don't know about Jock Sparrow. Don't know Norma Desmond. Don't know Galactic Pictures. Don't know Lawrence Barkley. Alexis took that shuttle to get to Mars. Don't know Mac Malden. Don't know the Stanton Exposition. Has heard of Lowell Percival. Rick Logan. Alexis mentioned that name. She said Logan used her to get the stone to sell to the highest bidder. She didn't want any part of that, so she was hiding out. Okay, Alexis. Alexis is my older sister. She found out she had a brother and searched me out. I know she's in trouble. I wish I could help. Don't know Ferris. Don't know Guy. When my sister came to visit, she told me she'd stolen something called the Oracle Stone from my father. Alexis believes the stone has mystical powers. I think she was planning to return it, but she had no idea to whom. Jane Mansfield. Alexis stayed with Jane before she came to see me. Castro's a heartless SOB. He's got a big safe inside his casino where he holds secrets on important people of Mars. When he found out I was Alexander's son, he tried to get something on me. I was given these glasses by someone who said they'd help if I really wanted something from Castro. I can't risk trying to use them, so you may as well have them. They may have something to do with the security of the safe. Deacon Hawk. Deacon Hawk's the priestess of a temple. She tries to teach the Martian ways to those who she deems the pure in heart. I wonder if anybody could be as kind and wholesome as she appears to be. Nathan Bloodworth. Don't know him. Bradley Erickson. All my life I've been kicked around because of the way I look. I deserve a piece of my father's inheritance, and I intend to get it. And Tex Murphy. Keep looking for my sister, Tex. I know she's in danger. Well, nothing useful at the moment. That's a bit of a dead end, but... And that leaves us with only one other lead, Lowell Percival. Lowell Percival was Mr. Business with all the warmth of a tax accountant, dressed in a three-piece suit that would cost most men 3 months' wages. He scowls warily. Percival is in his mid-50s, but his face looks older, heavily lined and flushed with wire-rimmed glasses and graying, neatly trimmed beard and mustache. The man is the epitome of a cold, calculating Scrooge. I'm afraid I have no reason to talk to you. There is something I need from Dick Castro's safe. If you get it, we'll talk. Otherwise, don't bother me. So... yeah, one more reason that we apparently need to go break into Big Dick's casino. And I believe that does, in fact, cover all of our leads, so... oh, yeah, I can't cancel out. I need to go to... alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close this chapter out here. And next time... we're going to rob Big Dick. Yeah, if you're expecting me to make a joke, it's way too easy, and they've already made all the obvious ones. Except for the one we're gonna see next time. I'll see you then.